In today's digital age, social media has become a defining factor in the lives of teenagers, shaping their interactions, experiences, and even their mental health. Living in our hyper-connected world, social media has intertwined itself into our lives, playing an even more significant role for the younger generation. It has evolved into a digital playground where teenagers interact with friends, exchange their experiences, and explore the world without leaving their rooms. However, this playground is not devoid of risks and challenges. With a simple tap or swipe, teenagers are exposed to an array of human experiences, from the inspiring to the horrifying. They can partake in meaningful conversations, learn about diverse cultures, and even initiate social change. However, these same platforms can bring them face-to-face with cyberbullying, misinformation, and harmful content, stirring up a plethora of mental health issues. Just picture the dilemma faced by parents and educators. They acknowledge the advantages of social media, the learning opportunities, the platform for their children to express themselves, yet they are wrestling with its darker sides, potential harm, and addictive nature. It's a precarious balancing act, tottering on the thin of online freedom and safety. The challenge isn't confined to individual households or classrooms. It's a global dialogue, igniting discussions among psychologists, technologists, lawmakers, and undeniably the teenagers themselves. The underlying question morphs into a statement: we must navigate this digital landscape responsibly, ensuring our younger generation reaps the benefits while minimizing the pitfalls. Our focus today is a recent bill passed by Florida lawmakers that directly addresses this pressing issue. On a Wednesday, not too long ago, Florida lawmakers advanced a bill that could change the social media landscape for young teenagers. This isn't your run-of-the-mill legislation. The bill, a bold step in the realm of digital policy, aims to prohibit teenagers under the age of 16 from creating social media accounts. But it doesn't stop there. It also requires all users to verify their age, adding another layer of scrutiny to the process of signing up for social media platforms. Why such drastic measures, you ask? Well, the lawmakers behind this bill are primarily concerned with addictive design features that are prevalent across social media platforms. These features, often crafted with the intention of keeping users engaged for as long as possible, have raised red flags for their potential to foster unhealthy habits, particularly among younger users. But the concerns don't end at addiction. The potential harmful effects of social media on teenagers are also a key driving force behind this bill. The digital age has brought with it a slew of new challenges for young people, from cyberbullying to the pressure of maintaining a perfect online image. By restricting access to social media for those under 16, the bill aims to shield this vulnerable group from these challenges. To ensure compliance with the new regulations, the bill mandates that social media companies delete personal information from accounts held by minors under 16. This is a clear signal that privacy is a top priority in this digital overhaul. Furthermore, to verify users' ages, the platforms will be required to use a third party, adding another degree of separation between the companies and their users' data. The bill, while specific to Florida, also follows a broader trend. Other states are taking action, exploring ways to limit teenagers' exposure to social media and its potential drawbacks. This is a clear indication that the issue has not only captured the attention of Florida lawmakers, but is also part of a larger nationwide conversation. This bill, however, is not without controversy. As expected, this bill has stirred up a storm of opinions. It's a classic case of a divide, a tug-of-war between those who see it as an infringement on the rights of teenagers and those who view it as a necessary protective measure. Let's dive into these viewpoints. The opposition is vocal, arguing that the bill is an overreach of government power. They believe it infringes upon the rights of teenagers to express themselves and connect with their peers. The ability to share experiences, ideas, and even challenges is a fundamental part of growing up in the digital age. They argue that such a blanket ban could stifle this important aspect of modern adolescence. Moreover, critics point out that the bill could potentially set a dangerous precedent. If the government can dictate who can and cannot use social media, what's to stop them from imposing further restrictions on online activities? They worry about the slippery slope this could create, leading to more extensive censorship and control. Now, let's switch gears and look at the supporters of the bill. Supporters argue that this legislation is a necessary step to protect teenagers from the potential harms of social media. They point to studies showing that excessive social media use can lead to a variety of issues, including mental health problems, cyberbullying, and an unhealthy obsession with online validation. They also highlight the addictive design features of these platforms, arguing that they are intentionally designed to hook users and keep them scrolling, often at the expense of their well-being. Supporters believe that by setting age limits we can shield young minds from these potential pitfalls until they are better equipped to navigate them. While the bill does not specify which platforms it targets, its focus is on those with addictive or harmful design features. This, supporters argue, is a crucial distinction that points to the bill's intent to protect, rather than control. While the debates continue, the bill is now heading towards the Republican-controlled Senate. It's a journey that promises to keep us on the edge as we watch to see how this balance between protection and freedom plays out. Florida is not alone in taking action. Other states are also stepping up to voice their concerns about the role of social media in the lives of our teenagers. They're not just sitting back and watching, they're taking bold steps to safeguard the mental health of our young ones. From the east to the west, lawmakers are scrutinizing the impact of social media on our youth. They're questioning the addictive nature of these platforms and the potential harm they can cause. In some states, legislators are even considering similar bills, aiming to curb the unchecked access to these virtual worlds. But it's not just about banning or restricting. It's about creating a safer, healthier digital environment for our teenagers. Some states are pushing for more transparency from social media companies. They want to know how these platforms are designed, what kind of content is promoted, and how they're collecting and using data. It's a call for accountability, a demand for social media companies to step up and take responsibility. The landscape is changing, and it's clear that this is just the beginning. The growing concern about the impact of social media on our teenagers is leading to a broader conversation. It's opening up discussions about digital literacy, online safety, and mental health. We're not just talking about protecting our teenagers from harmful content. We're talking about equipping them with the skills and knowledge they need to navigate the digital world safely and responsibly. Across the country, there's a growing recognition that we need to do more. We need to understand the digital world our teenagers are living in. We need to engage with them, listen to their experiences, and work together to find solutions. This is not just about regulations, it's about fostering a culture of digital well-being. As we continue to navigate the digital age, the question remains, how do we balance the benefits and risks of social media for our teenagers? Today, we have delved into a pressing issue. We've explored the complex world of social media and its impact on our teenagers, a topic that is becoming increasingly significant in our digital age. We've discussed the bold step taken by Florida lawmakers, passing a bill that prohibits social media platforms from allowing young teens to create accounts, while also requiring age verification for all users. We've considered the varied opposition and support for this bill, reflecting the diversity of perspectives on this issue. Some see it as necessary protection for our young people, while others argue it infringes upon personal freedoms. And finally, we've looked at the bigger picture, the overarching theme of social media regulation. This isn't just about one bill in Florida, it's about how we, as a society, navigate the challenges and opportunities presented by these powerful platforms. As we continue this conversation, remember, every step we take now shapes the digital landscape our teenagers will inherit.